Hello and welcome to another episode of Let's Edit. My name is Jared Hux. I'll be your host today, and I just wanted to start off by saying that this episode is brought to you by LooksLikeFilm.com. It's probably the best place online to see all types of inspiration through using the VSCO film preset packs that you can buy through VSCO.co. All of that is in the description below if you'd like to check it out. VSCO is something that I've been using for a couple of years now, and I'm just absolutely in love with the way I've sped up the way I do my processing, and it's just been so much fun to do. And right now, we're going to be working on an image by Mr. Grant Wilson, a good friend of mine, and it's a beautiful set of images that he took when he was in New York City. And I just picked out a couple that I thought were really neat. We're going to work on one of them today inside of Lightroom. Let's get started. Okay, so this image was taken with a Fujifilm X-T1 with a 10-24 f4 wide-angle lens. It's an awesome lens. I have one myself, and I just really like the determination on his face. I like that all this is going on. I just like how everything is busy and nothing is stopping. We got someone giving out flyers here. We got someone pushing a cart, looking at their phone. We've got a determined businessman, or at least someone in a suit, someone who looks like they have a purpose in where they're going, and he's very serious in his expression here. We got people waiting on the bus, someone waiting on a taxi, and just everything is going. Nothing is standing still, and that's really cool. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I wanted to do this in color. The original image that Grant put out was black and white, and that's the way he shot it in camera as well through the film presets that they have preloaded. But I wanted to go ahead and do this on the raw file as a color image because I think it has a lot of potential as a color image. We're going to go ahead into, I believe this is, let's see here, this is VSCO 5. We're in standard just because I don't have Fuji loaded at the moment, but let's go ahead and go to, I've already passed it again. Okay, here we go. Ultramax is where I wanted to go. So we're going to just find one that I think works. I don't want to do something warm. I like the cooler tones. I like the blues and the greens, and I want to stay to that. So we're going to find something maybe pushed. Okay, I like the 800 or the Ultramax 800 Plus alternative. This is a good place to start. All right, so we're going to go ahead and just something I've always felt about the VSCO film presets is that there's always a large amount of contrast between the deep shadows and the bright highlights. So I always tend to bring the highlights down. All right, that's about where I'd like it to be, maybe a little less. Okay, we're gonna put a little contrast in it. We're gonna bring the shadows up. I like when they meet a little bit, but I'd like a little bit more detail in the blacks here. Okay. This is a good place to, okay, let's see here. We're going to go ahead and down to Linz Corrections. I'm just going to try a couple of things. I like to do it manually. It's just something I've always, I've had a feel for, especially in the architecture realm. Because he was sitting at a lower angle, he kind of looks like he's angled a bit. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to constrain crop so I don't have some weird white jutting out in one of the corners or something. And then I'm just going to bring it forward just a bit. And then out the distortion. Good. There we go. I feel a little bit, I feel like this maybe represents the gentleman here a little better, and works a little bit better as an image. Let's see where sharpness is. I know it's probably focused closer to him. It's actually soft on him. Let's see where it is. I believe the focus might be back here on the box. I mean, everything's in pretty good focus, but we're just going to sharpen a bit. Grab some here on the box. That's good. Great, great, great. I don't know if you guys know it, but there are rumors of a Lightroom 6 update being made sometime this month. I'm really, really excited about it. I don't know if you guys have heard about any of this, the features that they're talking about this program having, but if you haven't, you need to check it out because if you don't have Lightroom, this is going to be the time to get it because this just looks like it's just going to take place of everything that I do. Even in Photoshop, I mean, really, the only thing I use Photoshop for now is panoramics and what else? Cloning, and maybe a little bit more of the in-depth type of edits. But I can pretty much do anything I want to do right here inside of Lightroom, especially with the VSCO preset packs. So we're going to do a little bit of split toning here just to kind of liven up the image just a tad. Okay, that brings it pretty much to a neutral white balance. So just turning that on and off. We're taking the cool out of it, but we're about to put some more back in. So don't fret there. Okay, We're going to bring a little bit more of the blue in, okay? Okay, I'm going to take it out. I'm going to just a little less in the shadows, and then I'm going to take the saturation down on the highlights. What this is allowing me to do is put a little bit of yellow in where I'd like it, and then I can put a little bit more blue in the shadows as I prefer it, and then balance it back out. Because see, if I go all the way this way, and it just goes way too far. Even now balanced, this seems weird. I don't like this weird bluish tint that he has under his eyelid, or under his brow there on his eyelid. So just moving up here, this feels about right. Alright, so I think I have a finished image here. If you'd like to see more of Grant's work, I'll have some information in the description below. That way you can link over to his stuff and see more of his work. Great street photographer. I really enjoy his work. He's been all over the place, Sri Lanka, Saudi Arabia, all over the U.S., and he's just had a really cool life and a lot of traveling, so definitely a really neat set of images to check out. Well, if you'd like to see more of my work, you can do so on jaredhux.com. This isn't more of my work, this is Grant's work, but if you'd like to see some of my work or some of my other videos, be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel, and that way you can see more of the edit videos that I'm putting out. And also make sure to connect with me socially through Instagram, YouTube, and a few other places, all of which are in the description below. Thanks so much for checking this out, guys. Looking forward to putting more out. See you next time.